Fans caught the moment no one was meant to see. The day began softly with a quiet sunrise painting warm light across the filming location. Crew members rushed across the set preparing for another intense scene. Makeup artists touched up final looks. Props were being carried in and out. Directors whispered instructions while checking their schedules. Everything felt like a normal shooting day for Songyun and Songyun. No one suspected that this ordinary morning would turn into one of the most unforgettable moments ever captured by fans. Songyun arrived a little earlier than usual. He was dressed casually in his rehearsal outfit. His hair slightly messy the way it often looked when he did not bother fixing it before call time. He greeted the staff with a tired smile. For weeks he had been filming day and night. Even so, something about that morning seemed different. There was a lightness in his expression as if he were expecting someone. Seconds later Songyun walked in. She wore a simple cardigan and carried her script against her chest. Her steps were soft but confident. When she entered the room, Songyun instinctively turned. It was not planned. It was not dramatic. It was natural, like something inside him recognized her presence before he even saw her. He smiled. She smiled. It was the kind of smile people share when they do not need words. Their quiet greeting was already enough for fans to melt. But the real moment came later, when cameras were not supposed to be rolling and the world was not supposed to be watching. The filming team took a short break to adjust lighting. Songyun walked toward a small corner where bottled water and snacks were placed. Songyun followed a few steps later. At first it seemed casual. But fans standing behind a distant barrier had a clear view of what happened next. Songyun picked up a bottle, opened it, and without looking handed it backward in Songyun's direction. As if he knew exactly where she stood without needing to turn. And she accepted it gently. Their hands brushed lightly. She laughed. He leaned closer. No microphones were near enough to pick up their words, but their body language told the story clearly. They were comfortable. Too comfortable for co-workers who barely knew each other. That was when a fan decided to record. Not because they expected anything interesting, but because the two stars looked so calm together that it felt like a moment worth remembering. And then the moment that shocked the entire internet took place. Songyun began explaining something to Songyun, perhaps about the script or a line she wanted to rehearse again. She held her script open, pointing at a page. Songyun stepped closer to see it clearly. Close enough that the distance between them became almost non-existent. Close enough that anyone watching could feel the chemistry connect like a spark. But that was not the surprising part. The surprising part was what Songyun did next. He reached out and gently lifted a loose strand of hair from her face. A tiny gesture. Soft. Slow. Thoughtful. He tucked it behind her ear with a care that caught even Songyun off guard. She froze. She blinked. She tried not to smile too widely. But the corners of her lips curled anyway. And the fans behind the barrier gasped so loudly that Songyun noticed them only after the moment had passed. But it was too late. Their phones had captured every second. Within minutes the video began spreading. At first only among small fan pages. But then larger accounts reposted it. And by the end of the day it was everywhere. Millions of views. Millions of comments. Millions of shocked reactions. Everyone agreed on one thing. This moment was never meant to be seen. Not because it was scandalous. But because it was too real. It felt intimate. Vulnerable. Honest. Like something two people share when they forget the world exists. And it was not the only moment captured that day. Another angle surfaced from a fan standing farther away. In this clip, viewers saw how Songyun and Songyun continued interacting after the hair touch. She leaned in a little closer while talking. He listened with full attention, his eyes fixed on her and only her. When she laughed, he laughed. When she grew serious, his expression softened to match hers. Actors can fake many things. But they cannot fake natural synchronization of emotions. Fans studied every detail. The way Songyun's shoulders relaxed when he spoke to her. The way Songyun unconsciously shifted her body in his direction. The way they mirrored each other's movements without noticing. And the theories began. Were they already in the early stages of something more? Had Sukai caught feelings first? Was Songyun aware of how obvious the connection appeared? Entertainment reporters tried to get answers, but both stars remained silent. They avoided confirming anything beyond their professional admiration for each other. Yet silence can be louder than words. In the days that followed, more stories leaked from crew members. Someone mentioned that Sukai often waited for Songyun even when he had no reason to stay on set. Another shared that Songyun always brought him warm drinks on cold nights. Others claimed they were nearly inseparable during breaks. No one accused them of romance. But everyone agreed their bond was special. As this drama unfolded, online excitement continued to rise. And before we go any deeper into this emotional journey, remember to subscribe right now and turn on notifications so you never miss powerful celebrity stories like this. Now let us continue. Weeks after the moment went viral, both stars attended a promotional event. Cameras flashed non-stop. Reporters lined up. Fans filled the venue. Everyone wanted to see how they would interact in public now that millions of people believed something was happening between them. They stepped onto the stage side by side. Their outfits matched in tone, which only intensified the excitement. During the group photo session, Sukai subtly positioned himself closer to Songyun. She noticed but did not move away. Instead, she angled her body toward him, creating a small but meaningful line of connection between them. During interviews, Sukai praised Songyun's work ethic and sensitivity. She praised his dedication and warmth. At one point, the interviewer asked if they had grown closer during filming. Sukai smiled a small, almost shy smile and said that working with her had been one of the most comforting experiences of his career. Comforting. A word that carries more emotion than people realize. Songyun looked at him, then looked away quickly, as if trying not to reveal too much. Fans noticed everything. That night, social media exploded again. Fans compared clips from the event to the viral fan footage. They analyzed their body language. They replayed slow-motion moments. They pointed out the glances they shared, the small gestures, the softness in their voices whenever they spoke to or about each other. The world was watching their story unfold in real time. Yet despite all the speculation, neither star confirmed anything. And maybe that is what keeps audiences so fascinated. Because sometimes the most enchanting connections are the quiet ones. The ones without announcements. The ones expressed through actions, not declarations. What the fans witnessed that day behind the barrier was a raw moment. A moment filled with sincerity. A moment that revealed feelings too genuine to hide. A moment that proved chemistry does not always happen on camera for a scene. Sometimes it happens when two people least expect it. Will Sukai and Songyun eventually come forward? Will they allow the world to witness the next chapter of their connection? Or will this remain one of the most romantic mysteries ever captured by fans? Whatever the future holds, the moment fans were never meant to see will stay unforgettable. A rare glimpse into something tender and real. Thank you so much for staying with us through this entire story. Make sure to like this video, comment your thoughts below, and share it with someone who loves emotional celebrity stories. Until next time, keep your heart open to the magic of the unexpected.